live. All right. So it's a great day in every way, and I'm so happy that you all are here. And I want to welcome you to the Ignite Your Life for Life Summit, When Men Exhale. We have some phenomenal speakers for you this weekend. And with no further ado, we are going to allow the speakers to come in. And guess what? We've kept them out of the room just for you, because we want you to be in the room when the speakers arrive. So as the speakers come in, they'll come right here and they're going to say hi to all of you. So, no further ado, we're about to get started.
As the excitement builds. Who's the first speaker? Who's the first speaker? I want to know.
Okay, so you got to guess. So here goes.
Is it Tio? Is it Big Mo? Is it Emilio?
All right.
Oh my gosh. The names are escaping me. But the brilliance is going to be there. I can tell. I can feel it. I hear some yelling in the background. Gathering the troops, my friend. Gathering the troops.
I guess they're all excited to join.
We can entertain while she's doing her thing. So where are you calling in from?
I am calling from a little bit north of Boston.
Okay.
All right, here they come.
I'm in New York, my friend. I'm in New York.
So come on over here. And this is some of our folks that are already on here. They were already here waiting for you guys. And we hope, Seafood, that you can see them. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
They got to get closer to the camera because they keep disappearing. I didn't know you had magicians with you.
All right, fantastic. Seafood! Everyone, please have a seat. This is your seat. You're welcome. Everyone can have a seat. If you do not have a seat, let us know. We do have a sofa, and we will bring it over for you. Come in here.
Seafood.
What's up, big brother?
You got seafood right now.
We need some mushroom, guys. We need some mushroom.
I hope you guys can feel me there. I'm in spirit. I'm in spirit there.
Seafood Raphael, blessings, my brother.
What's going on, man? Hey, Gordon. Hey, the couch is making a debut. Look at that.
There you go.
I see some muscles over there. I see some muscles working.
All right, yep, that's where it's gonna go. All right, Seafood Raphael is in the house. He is in the house.
Hey, hey.
All right. So what we
You know
want
what
to
I would suggest? I would suggest that you take the fake background off because we can't see anybody. If you take
all right,
you can see everybody.
Yeah, I did see that background on there. Thank you.
Get rid of it.
Let me see here. Let me go here.
You got to go to settings.
Oh yeah, I'm already there. Already there. Visual effects. None. Bam!
Boom.
There we go.
I see Cut now. Hey, what's up, Cut now?
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, you can come on in there. All right, fantastic.
I feel like we're gonna make a movie. You guys are all.
Swap out. Come down here, Doc. Come down here. Come down here. Swap out with Doc. Take the
You didn't get
sofa.
the script, right?
And so I'm moving Doc down here. Chuck Yeti is in here right now. Sit it right there, Doc. Chuck Yeti is in here right now. So Doc, please have a seat right there and keep your seat so that everybody can see you. We're going to go over briefly our items for tomorrow, and then we're going to hear from our folks virtually online. I want to thank you guys for being online. We had a couple of snafus, but they were already here. They were waiting for us. So I was up talking to them, and they were so gracious. So give them a hand clap. Because teamwork truly does make the dream work. We could not have done this without each and every one of you. Every one of you. So I hope you can see me. I'm sorry, Doc. Right? So, so this weekend, we're going to have a fabulous time. We are going to share our life. We're going to share our love. But most importantly, we're going to share the message that the Most High has given. JL the Genius has given our co-host, T.O. Clay, has given our brother that continues to light the way for us, Father Torch. Our brother that's always doing it big, Big Mo. And our other co-host, Francesca Nunez, along with our co-host for our Nigeria tour, Dr. Paul Miller. And you know, when you have greatness and you're around the right people, you get invited to certain things. So we have a great man doing great things. And for those of you that don't know him, he's just going to say his last name. Go ahead. Say it louder. You too low.
Cut no.
Say it louder. You too low.
Cut no.
Say it louder. You too low.
Cut no.
Cut no.
Cut no.
Cut no's in the house.
No, y'all gonna say let's go. Okay. And over here, of course, we have Mr. Gordon kicking in, doing his thing, and his beautiful, amazing girlfriend. I asked her, I said, what made you come? What'd you say?
Because he asked me to.
Because he asked me to. Go ahead and tell everybody your name, because you know.
Oh. Hi, I'm Michelina Rigmaiden.
Michelina, who does she remind you of? Y'all know the singer? Are we dating ourselves? Okay, Michelet, right? And of course, we have John's son. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Carter.
All right, fantastic. And an amazing woman that I had the pleasure to have on my show. Not only does she know about history, she knows about how we can help ourselves come out of the shadows of darkness of ignorance by not knowing who we are. Please welcome Dr. Maxine Bryant. Dr. Maxine Bryant. And this young lady right here, I have known her for multiple years. Her husband and I made Guinness World History together. And I had never met her in person. But anytime I called them or needed them, anytime they needed me or called me, we were there for each other. But not only for our businesses, but for our personal lives as well. But this weekend, she's going to help our stomachs with her delicious delights. Please welcome Daniela. And my veteran brother from another mother. This man is always sharing love and light. And I'm so thankful for you. And I get teary-eyed when I think about when we almost lost him. And I'm so happy because I always told them we're going to do an event together. And I'm so happy that he's here to do this event with us. Please give it up for Reverend. John, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for bringing your son, because we talked about greatness when people have to be great. They want to be great. They have to see greatness. And John brought his son. This young man is 15 years old, and he's here. And this is where we start. And some of you are educators, so you already know. It has to start at home so that they can take it to school and out to the world. So give John Emery a big hand. And Angela Elgin is somewhere. I'm not sure where she's at, but she's here. And I could not have done this by myself alone without Angie, without my family, Eli, without my friends, and without those who are praying for me. We've all traveled. We've all made sacrifices. We've all got skin in the game. No one could come here without skin in the game. When you let people come to your venues for free, they don't have skin in the game. And you all made a commitment, not just to me, but to God first. Because I know you guys. Y'all had to talk it over. Father Torch, how many times did we talk on the phone? Prayerfully so. So I just want to thank you for being here. Because this is the first of multiple summits that we're going to do together. And we're going to support each other, each other's events, each other's lives. We have been on lives together while we were preparing this, and I hope all of you around the world are seeing this. A lot of people don't invite you into their private boardrooms during their summits, but we do. There's so much value in this room, and there's so much love in this room. And I just want to thank each and every one of you. So tonight, as we talk about Ignite Your Life for Life Summit, When Men Exhale, what we're going through is our booklets. And each of our booklets has in it a little bit about every speaker.
You have someone in the waiting room.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, dear. So every speaker, every panelist, every person that is a part of this summit is in that book. Okay, I don't see anyone right now. They may come back. They're in the book. Our co-hosts are first in there. Sure. And in here is our program flow. We went over our program flow the other night, so each and every one of you know when you will be speaking. If you have a snafu or something where you need to change the title of your presentation, now is not too late. Because if the Most High has given you a different message, please present that message. Because I don't want to be the one that get in trouble with you for you not doing what you're supposed to do. Ain't that right, Seafood?
That's right.
All right.
When God speaks, you listen.
That's right. So here is the rollout. We went over it the other night, so I won't go over it now. Please, for your edification, look at it. And so here's our menu. How was the food so far, y'all? Good. All right. Thank you so much. And so we want to thank Mama O's Catering. And then each of you will have this note sheet for you all to make notes as well. The panelists tomorrow will have 2 questions for each of you. And I already have the panelist card. Okay? And so I want to show you this so that you know when you get up to speak, we will have a timer. Okay? We will have a timer for each of you so that you know when it's time to start, when it's time to slow up, and when it's time to end. I'll show you the card. So how many of you, I heard that, how many of you have been in Toastmasters? Hello, how you doing? Crosby, let everybody know where you're coming in from.
Thank you so very much for letting me in. I'm calling in from the Atlanta, Georgia area.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
How many of you have been in Toastmasters? Anybody?
Visited.
Good, good, good. So what does the green card mean? What does the green light mean? Let me just say that. Mean go, right? All right. We have another card. That means you need to wrap it up. What color is that card, Big Mo? Yellow. We have another card. That means it's time to stop. What color is that?
Red.
It's red. That's right. So when you see those cards, please tighten things up. Can we agree to that? All right. Fantastic. So now we're going to go to our panelists in the room and on our stream. And yes, we're streaming live. So what I'm going to ask each of you before we get started with the short questions that we're going to have, go to your phones, please, and go to the Lotus RICHÉ Ignites page. And I'd like you to share it to your page so everyone can see you and the message that you bring. So, Mr. Sifu will tell us where he's joining in from. Then Mr. Greg will tell us where he's joining in from. And then we're going to get this baby started. We're going to start with the first question. Why must men exhale? And now for those of you that are watching us live around the world, we're going to ask that you share this. Share this out with everyone you know, especially those in Paterson, New Jersey. Why must men exhale? We have 3 top questions that we're going to ask tonight, and none of the speakers and panelists know. Correct, Doc? Right? Nobody knows. Why did we do that? We did that because we didn't want to come up in here being all prepared for you. We wanted this to be very natural and very in the moment. And so the first one that's going to ask a question after I ask a question is our panelists. The panelists did not know that, y'all, so they didn't practice. Our first panelist is Mr. Sifu. Our second panelist is Dr. Brian. And our third panelist is Mr. Greg. And now we have another panelist. Mr. K is in the building, so you will have the opportunity to ask a question. And thank you. So has everybody gone to your phone? You shared it to your page? All right, fantastic. Are you ready to ignite?
Yes.
Are you ready to ignite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Send it to their phone. So the first question is, why must men exhale? And as our panelists, Mr. Seafood will ask a question after me, but Mr. Seafood is going to pick the first person who will answer that question. Seafood?
I need to hear it from Cutno loudly.
Cutno, let's go! Cutno, let's go!
Cutno, let's go!
So why must men exhale?
Because men suffer in silence. And if you don't open your mouth, you're going to die.
And I always say note takers are money makers and money makers are note takers, but you can't make no money if you don't take no notes. So I urge you all take notes, because what you're going to find out here today is true. We are in a room with probably 1 million lifetimes of knowledge. Please say that again.
That men suffer in silence. And if you don't open your mouth and speak, you're going to die. And that's the only way that people gonna know what's going on. And if you don't say nothing, how people gonna know what's going on? So again, if you don't open your mouth, you're gonna die, because you gotta breathe to speak. And if you don't speak, you're gonna die, because you don't open your mouth, what's gonna happen? You don't breathe, so if you don't open your mouth, you're gonna die.
Fantastic. I like that. Let's give him a hand clap. So, Sifu, your question.
First of all, I knew I picked the right person. No, you got that, man. Beautifully said. I'm Sifu Raphael from New York. And when I think about this whole process that everybody's going through right now, why men exhale? My question to Tio is, when should men learn to exhale? And why do they have to learn? Tio Clay, please.
Tio Clay. Tio, let's go. Tio,
Let's go.
let's go. Tio.
Let's go.
So why should men learn to exhale?
Yes. And what age?
Oh man, that's
You're welcome.
a real question. I can only speak for myself. Man, as early as possible. Wow. I couldn't blame that. Yeah, that says it all. He's wide awake, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. He gave us all a pound when he came in the room. Man, just that energy is so special. So yes, from the womb to the tone, men need to definitely learn to exhale. Why wait till it's too late? The good brother Cut will say.
Yes, I love it. Come on, let's give him a hand. You know, Greg, I would not have to want to go after seafood. I wouldn't have to want to go, but since it's your turn, you're next. Go ahead, please, and thank you.
Thank you. I'm Greg Zarolitis. I'm based in the Boston area. I am so pleased to be part of this, and it's just amazing what I'm hearing and just the vibes I'm picking up from everyone is just unbelievable. My question, and again, because I don't remember everyone's name, I'm going to pick the gentleman that's right close to me, right in the front there. There you go.
Dr. Miller.
Dr. Miller. So my question is this: we heard about when men should exhale and why men should exhale. My question is, when you look at your life and you look at the people who have touched you and made you who you are today, who would be the person you would like to mimic as a person who you would say is giving you the guidance to exhale and giving you the direction of who you are right now?
I have to, that's a good question. I think I have to go back to a specific scenario or situation. And I think about one of where I was actually having a conversation with someone in here. And one of the people that I've had, because I didn't have a lot of positive male role models growing up, but one of the positive male role models I had was actually one of my high school football coaches. And what was hit or touched my life is, and what changed it is I was getting ready to quit. And I was a good athlete. I wasn't great, but I was good enough where I ended up playing Division I football for a little while. Got hurt. But that wouldn't have happened without this brother, because I was at a turning point in my life where I was getting ready to quit. And he had the fortitude to not allow me just to walk out. And he spoke in his gruff exterior, and he gave me a good old, it says up there, right? He gave me a good old,
Amen.
He gave me a good old, this was a long time ago, but he gave me a good old fashioned cussing out. And he told me why, basically the way I was looking at it wasn't the right way, and that I needed to do things differently. And then when I actually took his advice and I heard him and I was able to do that, it helped change my life, but also changed the trajectory of my life, because it gave me a foundation of not giving up and not quitting. And so that would be somebody that, because he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to take that time. He could have let me go through and just do things however, and let me quit. And he didn't allow that, and he gave back to me. And so it really made me want to say, how do I do that for others as well?
Amen. Amen. That's unbelievable, and a perfect example of why men need to exhale.
Thank you so much. Let's give Greg a hand clap. And so, Dr. Miller, you were selected, so we're going to select you again. Dr. Miller, let's go. Dr. Miller,
Let's go. Dr. Miller.
Home, let's go. Home, let's go. Good. Let's give him a hand clap. Mr. K is in the building. You have the next question, please, and thank you.
Who is Mr. K?
You, Mr. K.
Okay,
Mr.
okay,
Crosby's in the house.
okay. Thank you. I didn't want to jump.
And if you can't, turn your phone sideways.
Okay, didn't want to jump in front of Mr. K. Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, again, so thank you, and I'm glad to be joining you all from the Atlanta, Georgia area. This is a powerful session that we are having here. I'm glad to be a part of it, like everyone else. So, am I answering the question? Or am I asking a question? And
You're going to ask a question, and you can pick anybody in the room.
Okay.
And now you can't see Gordon, so come on over here, Gordon.
I can't.
He's trying to sneak over there.
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay.
So let me turn and his amazing girlfriend and John's son. Tell him your name again. It's Kyle. So you can call Kyle. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so then again, back to the question about why should men exhale? I'll modify it just a little bit. When, I think it may have been asked, but when should men exhale? And I'm going to ask Carla. Did Miss Carla hear me?
Carla?
Yes. When should men exhale?
Okay, so that's going to be for one of y'all ladies. Which Carla are you asking? Dr. Bryant? He might see somebody on the stream. So if they're on the stream, unless we let them in, they won't be able to come in. But Dr. Bryant is here.
All right. So help me see, since I can't see that deep into the room. The closest Carla to you is the one the question is for.
Hey, Carla, what's going on? Sorry, I stopped here.
Daniela, you've been called Carla now.
You got this, right? You got this. Daniela, Carla, Romana. Okay. So
again, the question is, when should men exhale?
Okay, so in my opinion, the way I grew up is you teach a child things like respect and values and you know how you want to mold them as an adult when they're little. My dad used to have a saying, you know, it's like when you plant a tree, right? When it's little, you can bend it the way you want it to go. But once it's grown, you can't move it. So you want to get, you know, a child when they're little and teach them these things. And I know there's and machismo and all this stuff, right? Where little boys grow up and feel like they can't show their emotions, they can't cry, they have to hold everything in. And I think we've come a long way from that, where now, like this little cutie pie over here, you know, they have to be taught young. You have to let them know it's okay to cry, it's okay to show your emotions. You don't have to be tough and hold everything in. We have a saying with our folks, Emilio and I, we can't heal in secret.
that's true.
And we hold it in until we are grown, and it manifests into, I think it can manifest into 101 bad things, you know, addiction and abuse and all kinds of things. So it's when they're small is when you need to teach them that it's okay to express your feelings and exhale.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crosby. Let's get your hands up. And por favor, para me, clap for my sister. Oh, I said, please for me, clap for my sister, Carla. Now we're going to have a rapid fire question. Mr. Gordon, please come over. Me, 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 talking to you. Come on, come on. Come. Yeah, we sing it here. Only do that at home, folks. Only do that at home. I want everybody to see this rapid fire question. And we're going to start in a place that you might not suspect. Earlier, Dr. Miller was sitting in my seat down at the head of the table. I asked him to come down here because he and I are co-hosting an event in Nigeria, Africa, and have welcomed all of our Ignite Your Life for Life speakers. But I've been standing and moving around, and Mr. J.O. the genius has his son in his arms, and I said, "Sit. How many of y'all have babies? Them jumpers are heavy." And so I said, "Have a seat." And it brought to mind something I always say. We always talk about the youth. Dr. Paul is an educator. How many of you are educators in the room? How many of you are social workers? How many of you work with people, other people? How many of you don't like people? That was a trick question. They know it's coming. But here's the rapid fire question. In the first 4 people, the first 6 people in the room to answer this, to raise their hand is going to answer this question. Maybe. I'm going to count to 5, and I'm going to expect at least everybody in the room to raise it. And I said 6, I know, to raise their hand for this rapid fire question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise your hands.
Up.
Okay.
Hand
Everyone
up.
that raise your hand, stand up. Now turn this way. There are people in your lives that are raising hands because they need your help. There are people in your lives that are raising hands because they want to help. There are people in your lives that saying, we've got to save the children. We've got to do something for the children. But one thing I've come to know is that if the children are not in the room, then they don't have a voice or a place or a seat at the table. And so all of the Ignite Your Life for Life speakers, the ones that are standing and the ones that are sitting, are coming to you to say, let's help our children help themselves by bringing them into rooms like this. So the rapid fire question is going to go to 2 great men and 3 great women, and we're all great people. The first rapid fire question is this: why must children, everybody repeat it after me, why must children have a seat at the table?
Have a seat at the
table.
The rapid fire question is going right to you, Greg, and then we're going. Oh, he didn't know. We're going to Kyle. Kyle's dad, come on down. Come on, let's give Kyle a hand. So Kyle, after Greg goes, then you're going to go. You're going to tell everybody why we must have our children in the room, why they must have a seat at the table to have a voice. Mr. Greg?
I recently became a grandfather, and my daughter gave birth to 2 COVID babies, twins, and I see them as much as I can. And my vision for them growing up is to live in a world where they feel safe, where they feel educated, where they feel part of society. And the only way to do this is to have them sitting with us, to sit at the table and be part of, not the problem, they are the solution. And I get emotional when I think about it, because what I do with what I do the last 30 some odd years of doing the events around education, and I've seen children being saved with one book, being able to read and to have that part of their lives. And I think that is why they need to be here. They need to be at the table because they'll be in front of us, and then we will need to give them the attention they deserve. And that would be my answer.
Okay, you're next. Step up. Come this way. Because we want the whole world to see. There we go.
So I think kids should have a seat at the table because everyone has a voice, and some kids don't have the courage to. Some kids don't have the courage to express their emotions to like their teachers, or even like counselors or anything, and that's why like at high school a lot of people vape and stuff. So they just go to bad stuff and they don't get the help, and then they turn into drug addicts.
Let's give him a hand, everybody. The final rapid fire question is going to go to Mr. Seafood. And it is the same. Why must children have a space in the room to have a voice? Mr. Seafood?
Because they're hungry. No, I'm just kidding. Because when I've been at places and they had the kid table, guess who was the first person that sat at the kid table? Me. Because I did not want the kids to sit alone. Because we keep doing that to our children. They should not be alone. They should be included in our conversations. They should be included in the family business. They should be included in what's going on at mom and dad's jobs. Because this way, they are part of the unit. And if they feel left out when we want them to share with us, they will not. And they will be alone. So bring them into the fold and let them know that they matter. Kids matter. They are my future. Without them, I have no future. I just have me. And I can't do this alone.
Wow. You know you're making us cry in this room, right?
Let's cry together.
All right. Give me a hand, everybody. And finally, when I asked you to sit down, that voice said, ask him to sit down. And then when someone up here was talking, the baby said, out of the mouths of babes. When I talked to JL the genius, he said, Dr. Lotus, I'm bringing my whole family. I'm bringing my son. Jay, you have the final question. Why did you bring it?
That's a great question, but I believe in legacy, right? And so that it may start with me, but it's not going to end with me. And so he needs to be in these rooms, like the question you asked, so he can see, so he can experience what it is to be around great people and do something great, do something meaningful. And so even being at 1 year old, this may be something he remembers, right? Hearing each and every speaker today is going to impact him and send him on another trajectory that is going to accelerate better than I could myself. But I say it takes a village. And so this is our village. And I brought him so he could come and learn and run around and just feel the energy and the love. And he can understand what his dad is doing for him. I'm paving the way. I didn't have what he had at his age. So I have to make sure that he has it in my grandkids and their grandkids.
Do you believe in speaking into existence?
I do.
Would you please share your son's name with everyone at the table?
So my son's name is Kabren, like Kabren. So he You know, I spoke them into existence way before I had them. I always said I'm gonna have my first kid at 27. And, you know, my life is gonna go this way. And she did. She got pregnant when I was 27 years old, which was amazing. And we also have another one on the way.
And that's the secret silver sauce. I've been doing that.
So yeah, I had this saying that when I was working at the factory, everybody used to laugh at me. Like, man, you're crazy. You sound stupid. And I always said, you gotta be there before you get there. So you gotta be there mentally before you can get there physically. So that's what I believe manifestation, comes from that. Like being there, seeing yourself doing it, seeing yourself on the stage, seeing yourself, around great people and places that you never thought you could be or didn't imagine because you didn't come from that. And so I always envision myself better. So I can be better for him, better for me, my wife, and my community. So
Fantastic. Cameron, I'm going to say it. Cameron, let's go. Cameron, let's go. Cameron, let's go. So I'm going to defer to Dr. Bryant in 1 second. I have 2 more people to bring forward. May I have your hand?
Sure.
May I have your hand? Why did you bring this up?
You need to be in rooms like this and hear what everybody else is saying, learn from that. You don't get this in school.
What did it mean to you as a man to have your son by your side?
Right now, it was really damn good.
So tell him that.
For him to say yes, yeah, I think he understands that. He just doesn't want to express it, right?
Got it?
Yeah.
Can I hug you?
No, it feels great.
This is the difference, you guys.
Looks like it's daddy too.
No, taller than his daddy.
So the next person, yep, we are very transparent. The next person I want to say something to. We can't do it by ourselves. We have girlfriends, we have boyfriends, we have spouses. Chicks on the side. And y'all know it. What's on the side? We couldn't make it without them. And so when Gordon asked her to come, she said yes. And we need the support of people that say they love us. Because love is an action word. I'm going to say it again, and I want you guys to say it with me. Love is an action word. So I just want to thank you for coming. And I want you to share with us how you're feeling in this moment, because you're here.
I feel very emotional right now. There's a lot of support for not just men, for women also.
And why is it important for women to have a seat at the table and help our men exhale?
Because teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Give her a hand. Come on. And what does it mean to you, Gordon, to have her here by your side?
What it means to me when you have somebody by your side, especially when it comes to a woman, it fills you up, because sometimes us men, I feel like we want our women to be there and they don't know how to be there. Sometimes it's just like, all you have to do is say, hey, show up. All I need you to do is show up for me. That's what I want. I don't need anything else. Show up.
She's here. Let's give them a hand clap, y'all. So we're going to do a rapid fire as we begin to close this segment of Ignite Your Life for Life Summit, Women Exhale. We didn't regale you with all of our commercials and our openers. We got right to the point, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I want to thank each of our folks online, those of you all around the world, all of our speakers, all of our panelists, all of our volunteers. We have multiple volunteers that will be in the house tomorrow at the event, and we say thank you. And so as we begin to wrap this segment up, we're going to start right at the top with our brother in the amazing tie and suit. When I saw him earlier, I was like, he kind of sexy. So, Sifu, the rapid fire from everyone is
Cut no.
cut no, cut no, cut no, let's go. So each person, we'd like you to have 45 seconds to say whatever's on your heart to the people out there around the world that your message somehow is going to touch. We don't know who, but God does. I know that's a lot to put in your lap, Sifu. Let's go. Sifu, let's go. Sifu, let's go. Greg, let's go. Greg, let's go. Quasi, let's go. Quasi, let's go. Sifu, take it away.
What's in my heart is what's in my heart when I wake up. God's in my heart. God's in my head. Every time I think of something, before anything, I think of God, because He is my Savior. He has touched me. If you can look at my screen, this is why I don't like these type of things. But you see, God is walking with me. And I said it early on a show, and I think Emery might have been there, Mr. John Emery. If I get somebody reaches out to me for good news or bad news, I don't see that first. I see God first. So when God is there, no matter whether it's sunny or it's a storm, we need to think of Him first, because He is the light. Like my good brother, Theo Clay, light bulb lessons. He teaches us that no matter how dark it is, dark does not bring light. Light brings light. Every day, sharpen your sword, because the enemy is around the corner. And as long as you sharpen God's sword that He's given you, you will help your fellow man. You will help men exhale. And we can't exhale alone. This is why we have these beautiful women in the room there who are there to support their men. We have these children who are so gorgeous and beautiful and vibrant with life that will inspire us to do better, to do better, to do better, and then do even more and do better.
Greg?
That's tough to follow. But what I would say is my belief in people, is my faith in people, that people are inherently good. And I think by bringing people together, our goodness comes out, and we owe it not only to our spouses and friends and family, but to the next generation, to be good and to bring that out. And I think by bringing people like this event together, it just gives faith in me that we will exhale, we will be part of the solution, and God bless everyone. And I think, it's a huge task that we have in front of us, but with support and our fellow humans being part of the solution, that we will endeavor, and we will have something positive to lead to the next generation.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And if I may add to that, again, 2 tough acts to follow. But again, I think that the reason that we're here to understand, discuss why men must exhale has been pretty much discussed. I just want to mention 2 things. exhaling is actually a physical act, as we know. It's part of breathing, but sort of, letting it all out. But it's also a spiritual act and also a mental act, so that it's so important that we exhale, especially as men, to maintain our physical being, our mental being, and our spiritual being. And it's already been mentioned, especially about the importance of the spiritual. But I want to add to it too, that what we hear from the word and from our preachers and pastors is that God, our creator, breathed into us and we became living beings, living human beings. And the last thing that humans do is actually we take one last breath, maybe a small exhalation. But in between the first and the last breaths is what we call life. In between the first and the last breaths are what we do. And as has already been said, if we start each day thanking our Creator for the breath that He's given us. I remember when I was growing up, my mother used to say this. We'd wake up and we'd start rushing around to go to school or looking for breakfast or whatever. It's just, hey, stop. Have you said thanks to your Creator, to God? And as a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, well, why do I need to say thanks? And she would say to me, some little boy went to sleep last night just like you did. He was 6 years old just like you, but he did not wake up this morning. There's nothing special about you that you just woke up or willed yourself. It was your Creator that allowed you to wake up. So in parting, I just also want to thank the hostess and everybody in the room and everybody in the virtual room and everybody around the world. Let us remember that while we are alive and we have breath, we've got a purpose. We've got a job to do. Let's ask, if we don't know what our purpose is, let's ask our Creator, and let's get about doing the business of the Creator. Thank you all.
Okay, everybody. We're going to take it around the table. We're going to start on this side. We're going to hear from our co-hosts first.
Gotta elevate your voices, people,
Yes,
because I want to hear what you have to say.
Right.
Yes.
First, I want to thank God for putting this project forth, and for the amazing men that are on the table that are participating. My takeaway from this is to learn from each one of you men, because I know your testimony is powerful. Because when you arrived, I hugged some of you, Mo, especially Mo, and the energy, you can feel the energy. And also the young little baby that's at the end has been running around just looking. And the powerful thing that a baby does have, despite he might not know his surroundings, but he's observing the whole time. And that's what I know is that the baby has been doing, is observing. And as for your son too, I got very emotional because son needs his father. And the son looks up to the father as a role model. So we need children in these rooms. I bring my grandsons into community to see stuff because they learn. This new generation, listen, he knows how to work with phone better than I do. So tomorrow I'm very excited. I am thankful to this powerhouse woman that brought this forward. She is so amazing. I'm learning so much from her. It's absolutely amazing. And you just can't imagine how much I love her, because to do this is just teamwork. I thank all the men that said yes. I thank you for even traveling, because it says a lot, because you're going to be about it tomorrow. So I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you, and just be true to power tomorrow.
Our next co-host.
Yeah, step up on this one.
You gentlemen up here,
STO.
hey, to you gentlemen up here, first and foremost, man, we thank you all. You know, you could be doing anything right now, but you're here with us. And from Boston to you know, Queens, Atlanta, Georgia, man, we thank you all. Y'all poured into us today. And we need you fellas. We need your strength. You know, every man in this room, we need your strength as much. And we can't let it end here. It can't end tomorrow. It must continue.
Yes.
It must continue. I'm in Atlanta. So what's his name? Brother K?
Chris, yeah.
I'm coming to find you, sir. Be knocking on your door.
Come on.
In a good way, in a good way.
Yes. But again, just wanted to definitely say thank you to you gentlemen. We love you all sincerely. And to everyone else in the room, as my sister said, man, thank you to Dr. Lotus. We appreciate you. You've been going hard, Dr. Lotus. You've been going hard, and we're all here. You know, we've come from many miles away to all be in the room. The emotions is here. God is in here. You know, anytime you see that young man hug his father, and tears start streaming over here, back there, hey, God ushered in. He ushered in. So if you don't mind, because I know when this happens, man, it's just sometimes you can't explain it. Please close your eyes and say it with me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Kingdom come, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses. Those who trespass against us. As we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation. And deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. The power. The glory. Forever. Amen. Thank you, Dr.
Amen.
George, I would like you to go last.
I believe that breath is the key to life, right? And so as we take in a deep breath and we hold it, and then as we release, that release is healing. And see, as men, we often don't have the opportunity to heal, and we hold it. And so we often don't have the opportunity to let it go. And not letting it go is killing us slowly. And so us not having the ability to deal with our emotions, and specifically men of color often don't feel that it's safe to talk in or deal with our emotions, to feel like we have that capable place. So what we do is we put it in boxes, and when we put it in boxes, it starts to pile up until it spills over, and then people around us get hurt, and people get around us get hurt. And so the way that we deal with that is by healing, is by exhaling, is by removing our baggage and working through it. It's by cleaning out our gutters so that the water can run freely, so that we can move into our greatness. It's so that we don't damage our roofs, our exteriors, or our interior with the baggage and the damage. So unplugging that gives us that opportunity. And so this is a beautiful opportunity to exhale and to breathe and to create healing for men, and hope that other men join in and that listen and watch and pay attention and join in the healing and our exhaling as well. And so continue this so that it goes on, because it's never too early to start this process. This brother has his 1-year-old son here who is never too early to pour into the kids so they can realize and live in their destiny as the men who they're supposed to be with the right guidance, because they've been able to heal. Thank you.
And then as someone that has crossed that threshold multiple times and went to hell, not heaven, multiple times, and has talked with demons multiple times, and he knows red fiery demons, fiery-eyed demons, blue-eyed demons, that this is where you're going multiple times, documented. So when you face death, you live death, you die, and you come back multiple times, and you know why, like we were talking about earlier. When you have a purpose, you have a will, you have a way, you have a reason to live, to do something, whatever it is. Not even death can stop that. Because I am that living example. I have it. I live with death every day. I take a nap not knowing if I'm going to wake up. I go to sleep not knowing if I'm going to wake up. I've said it. I will say it over and numerous times repeatedly. You know, people that in this room that know me, I say it numerous times. They see me every time. I've died multiple times. I went to hell, not heaven. I went to hell. Demons told me I'm going to hell, not heaven. The Lord talks to me, and he don't tell me I'm going to heaven. So I know if I don't do my purpose, I know exactly where I'm going. I am not going to heaven. I am going to hell. I went to purgatory. I died before I was born. I did not go through a regular birth. I died during that C-section. The doctors did not bring me back. My grandmother brought me back. She described me to my mom in that hospital, on that floor. She died before I was born. She died so that I can live. So you have a purpose, you have a reason, you will suffer. We up here talking about the good shit for life. Life is for you to struggle. You are not supposed to be living life rainbows and unicorns. That is when you live life rainbows and unicorns, you are given life on a silver spoon. You are gonna be a spoiled, entitled human being. You're gonna be a miserable person to be around. You're going to be a horrible person to be around. Nobody's going to want to be your friend. Nobody's going to want to be around you. Life is life. Life is supposed to struggle. Life is supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be not easy. Life is not supposed to be this whole laid out silver lining mapped out for you and all this stuff. Life is supposed to be miserable. You're supposed to struggle. So when you get through it, it is appreciated. It is grateful. It is molded to your liking, and you are grateful. You like, this is what I achieved. I struggled and went through, did all of this, and it wasn't easy. Because when it's easy, it is not appreciated. We are in this speaker entrepreneur world, and we all say it all the time. We said it multiple times today. When it's free, who shows up? Nobody. When it's free, when we say free, come, who comes? Nobody. But when people pay, what they do, they show up. They work. They put in the work. And when they succeed, with what they get, the testimonials and all that other stuff, and la 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 la.
La la.
Yes, they know what la la means. La la blah blah yada yada yada. They know what that means. Just like Air Force. I went to the Air Force, got kicked out because I did not appreciate what I had. I was going to prison at 17. I did not appreciate what the Air Force had until I went to the Marine Corps. And the Marine Corps kicked my ass, made me yell in the corner, scream louder. Just like Seafood told me, scream louder. And now I appreciate what the Marine Corps taught me. And I died. Now I appreciate life.
for life.
Life.
I was like, but some things we have to hear. We gotta hear it.
Release.
Pastor, Deacon, Doctor, Reverend, Dr. Brian.
I need to say this. As I'm sitting here, I'm reminded of the African mythical bird, the Sankofa bird, which means go back and fetch it. It is looking forward, but it is moving forward and looking backwards. Fetch what? Accurate truth. And the bird is holding an egg in its hand, in its beak. And the egg represents our children, who are our future. Why do our children need to be here? So they can learn accurate truth. When will men excel? When they know their purpose. That's when you finally excel. And if they're in the room, perhaps by being in the room, they can learn their purpose earlier. I have to speak about Dr. Quincy just for a moment. His purpose has been to memorialize and let the world know about a significant event that happened in Savannah, Georgia, called the Weeping Time, one of the largest sales of African Americans in history, right? He knows his purpose. So my question to each and every man here today, do you know your purpose?
That's right.
Because that's when you can excel.
Yes.
You really can't excel fully until you know your purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, you need to do like the Sankofa bird and go back and fetch original truth so that you can tell your children, so they can know and tell their children, and they can know and tell their children. And maybe one day we will all know truth and our purpose.
My brother, that was a big thing that she just shared with us. And since you always do it big, let's hear from you.
I'm looking forward to me and everyone else. The two things that I want to see us get out of this. One is to hang on, and the other one is to keep going. What I mean by that is, anybody that know my story know that my eyeball was pushed out of the socket, just hanging by a nerve, and the doctors could put it back in place. Life is going to happen for all of us, and I want everybody to know, just like my eye, if we can just hang on until we get put back in place. When I'm saying, well, I say keep going, my mentor tells me all the time, son, a lot of times we hear this thing that you can't judge a book by the cover. But he said, keep in mind, you can't judge the book by the first chapter. Just keep reading. So what I'm telling you is keep going. This is Ignite Your Life for Life Summit. I'm saying we need to be that spark. So to light that fire, because our fire, our spark, is somebody else's breakthrough. Right. Hang on and keep going.
Wow, I'm just really moved by everybody's speech here, and I feel like I'm following Jesus. Like I can't even, I don't even know what to say after that. But Dr. Lotus, thank you for a woman to put on a platform like this for men. I mean, give it up for her. That's amazing. And like Sifu said earlier about kids, like being into kids. I think a lot of us grew up that way, where they tell you kids should be seen and not heard, and you don't get involved in adult conversations. But I think we all know we don't live in the world that our parents and grandparents grew up in. Let's just admit that this is a whole different world. True. And we need to let our kids know what's going on. And I had a cousin that didn't want to bring their little boy to our grandfather's funeral, and I was like, why? Like, you're gonna wait till they're 15 and tell them that people die. I let kids experience it, to see reality. And especially in a way, like I said, today's world is a whole different world. They need to know what's going on. They need men, and there are moms who are raising the kids today too that maybe the father's not around, so they got to kind of really step it up and do the job of, the man that's not there, but like having him here. I mean, that's what's needed. That's what we need because, a lot of us like, women are getting 25-30-year-old little boys in men's bodies. And we gotta deal with that. And we gotta stop that. So it starts with the love. Thank you for this platform.
Yes. Thank you.
Just 2 points.
Speak up just a little bit.
And you know I'm loud.
I know. That's all right.
So I'm just taking it all in. First and foremost, thank everyone. Everyone poured into me. And everyone at some point shared my story or talked about my story. Interesting. There are 2 points. Studies have shown that by the time you are 7 years old, you will have already developed your belief about life. Is life friendly? Is it hateful? A lot of this young man's views will be developed. Thankfully, because in a room like this, and he comes from good stock, he will most likely not deal with a lot of the traumas that I had to deal with, not having a dad. So that's one of the takeaways. I got chills as I'm saying this, because when we can recognize that, when we have that understanding, that begins to change. That's the start. The second point, we talked about when men should exhale. In a former life, I used to be a trainer, personal trainer, work with a lot number of people. That's another life. One question I used to get as a trainer, you may get this: when do I exhale? What's the proper breathing? And I would say, exhale on the most difficult portion. When you are doing a squat, right? You inhale, and when you come up, you're fighting gravity. Same thing with a push-up. And that's the same thing as I'm listening. When I have stress, when I'm challenged with my wife, when I'm challenged with my clients, when I'm dealing with something, if I just hold it in there, I gotta exhale, and I gotta release. They say shared pain is less pain. And thank you, Cutno, because you let it go, right? You share your pain. So I just want to share that. Those 2 things. Thank you for allowing me to share that. God bless you.
I just wanted to say that I'm honored to be here, and thank you for having us. And for men that have been taught you have to be hard, this is proof that you don't have to. These men are still strong, and they're saying it's okay to just let it go. Because it's really that men feel emotion is a woman thing, it's a human thing, and we all deserve it.
Everybody exhale for 1 second. Feels good. That's what we're gonna make people feel like tomorrow. And that's on its level. It's like everything we're doing, we're living for is that dash. Right? So that dash we have to enjoy, we have to embrace it. Every morning I wake up, I'm talking to Dr. Lotus about this. I call it the walk method. I get gratitude. I have a book where I write what I'm grateful for each line. And I do a workout. I work my body. And I do my affirmations. And I pray. Be connected with God. And that helps me start my day. That helps me take on the world. So without that, I wouldn't know where I would be, because like probably many of you, I didn't.
He said,
I didn't have my father, right? My father was addicted to crack cocaine. He was in and out of prison. I can count on one hand how many times I've seen him since high school. And the last time I did see him, I gave him $10. So now it's changing that narrative and switching everything over to be able to do something great is real feeling. I don't know. God, I know you guys can feel it. God is in the room. You feel that, right? So just thank you, Dr. Lotus, for putting this together.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the speakers. And I'm excited to see what's tomorrow.
I
So I want to first also say thank you, but I also want to say that I've learned on my journey that you might feel like you're alone sometimes, but you're really not alone. And by that I mean that you have to learn to reach out to other people when you need help the most. As I've learned, we tend to keep a lot of things inside, and it does build up to a point where you might hurt somebody else, physically, emotionally, whatever that is, right? So personally, for me, it was reaching out to people I never even met in my life, and I can share some of that probably tomorrow. But I just want to say that, like, whoever's watching this, listening to it, whatever that is, you guys as well, take that time to learn to reach out to somebody and exhale there, right? And it might not be the other person. You don't know that, right? If it's not, you reach out to somebody else. And you continue that way. You'll find that right person who's going to listen to you, hear you, right? Because you don't, and I don't want to jump into everything that I want to say tomorrow, but just learn that you're not alone. We all travel through this, and everybody has been through something you've been through too, and you can get through it.
You guys all talked about legacy. Talk about legacy. And there's a story called The Mexican Death. You guys ever hear it? So Mexican Death is the first one. It's when you face that existential crisis when you realize your own mortality. My daughter right now is dealing with that because her uncle is dying from stage 4 cancer. While my brother-in-law is dying from stage 4 cancer. I'm going to be there with the chemotherapy coming Tuesday. The next step is when you actually die. My dad died from cancer, esophageal cancer. My mom also passed away. So they both experienced death. The last step is when somebody says your name. So you want your legacy to live on and other people's. Become the best version of yourself you can become. That way you live on with your legacy, your name is on.
Now, I've asked Father Torch if he would speak last. Father Torch came from a place where he was in a coma. And many of us are comatose. But tomorrow we have the opportunity to ignite your life for life and help men to exhale. And so this is why we're leading off with Father Torch, because out of a coma he came, and he's living in his purpose, on purpose. Ignite you so that you can ignite your life for life and just breathe. Father Torch.
Thank you. Everybody hear me?
Come on over, Father.
Greetings, everyone. Father Torch. Just right here.
Yes, please.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, greetings again, and thank you, Dr. Lotus, for this. Thank you for everyone sharing their testimonies and sharing who and what they are and their purpose. And I've heard tremendous amount of things, and powerful. And I want to say my true purpose, like my brother here said, my power, is bring together the unity of the truth. As Father Torch, and when we first say, the grace of the Most High, He be with us, and He is with us. But let me say, we are all here to speak of truth and breathe life into those who are asleep. And breathing those life who are asleep is not because they are chosen to sleep, but oftentimes are chosen to be blind to their slumber. We are purposely showing them by exhaling and breathing, you are letting go. You are letting go of what you choose to let go of, what takes you down, what helps you up, what binds you. We are speaking truth into you, which is utter truth, to say it is okay, this too will pass. We are giving you lived experience in one word. We are saying in love, we are saying in respect, we are saying in the utter, painful truth. When all the stories that all your out share and everything that I've mentioned, one thing is in common is that when you exhale, you take it. And when you let go, you give up. We have to remember a lot of us and a lot of our pains are not driven solely by malicious acts. It is forged to sharpen yourself, your purpose, your driven goals. These measures are not often comfortable. You have to bend it straight. You have to heat it up. You have to straighten it out. None of that is done by gentle strokes. The Most High is with you in everything you do, if you choose to or you neglect it. But nonetheless, waking up from that coma has given me a sharper edge of what my purpose is. I understand my purpose. I know of my purpose. And I share it willingly. But I'm still learning the truth. That keeps me going. This keeps me grounded and keeps me from becoming in that knowledge. Now we all know knowledge and power corrupts if not used without purpose and will and faith in your abilities. We are here, especially for tomorrow, to share with the masses, especially the men, that we are not less than because we are men. And we're not less than because we have emotions. We are more powerful once we exhale, once we let go, once we walk in our truth, and once we can look ourselves in the face, in the eye, and say, and I say this tonight, I thank you for all your testimony. I thank you for everything everyone has mentioned. And I thank you, Dr. Lotus, for allowing us to express this in the many conversations we had. Beautiful conversation, powerful. However, tomorrow is going to be filled with joy. It's filled with sorrow. And understand I gotta go to the sweet last and sour first. Because the sweet is better than sour learns. The point we must teach so they can learn, not to condemn, not to sink, but to simply let go. Thank you.
So everyone come up. What we're going to do for our audience, we're going to come together because everybody has made a commitment. And we're going to say Ignite Your Life for Life Summit on 3. Everybody come up. You got to get in here because you got to get your hand in here. And our virtual brothers, we know y'all hungry too.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. We're there 2 or 3.
Let's go.
In my name, touching and agreeing. If you can't get your hand in, touch somebody. Touch somebody. Touch somebody.
Get it?
All of you out there, this is for you. Don't let the numbers fool you. There are people watching you all around the world, each and every one. And we thank you, folks. We thank you. You can get your tickets up until an hour after the event starts. Get one for someone that you know, love, and care about, and maybe someone you don't even like. So on 3, we're going to say, Ignite Your Life for Life Summit when men exhale. And when we exhale, we're going to take a breath. And I want you all to breathe with us. 1, 2, 3. Ignite your life.
Everyone.
Everybody, we love you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much.
We love you guys. And I know it's many of you making comments. We didn't see you, but we will respond. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.